Morning and welcome to Friday morning Qigong with Danielle and Stella. Great, here we go. Let's just get straight into some shaking. And as always, we're just going to shake in any kind of random way that feels like it's loosening something up or waking something up. And let your body inform the shaking. Oh, I can feel a bit of tightness in my sacrum or above my sacrum. So I'm just trying to find a way to get in there and give that a shake. And let's keep going with the shape, but we're getting a little bit more refined with it. So it's more like a whole body bounce. It's very up and down. Let's send some roots down from the soles of the feet down into earth. Feel that connection through the soles of the feet, whatever you're standing on, and let yourself sink in a little bit further. Feet are relaxed, no gripping of the toes. Try and open up through bubbling springs a little bit. Okay, so we'll keep going for another few minutes. And let's drop awareness into the tailbone and imagine that we're just giving the tailbone a little bit of a shake. Interesting how when you move your focus to different places of the body, it changes the shakes. And just noticing how that changes the shake. I can feel my pelvis just kind of doing a bit of this backwards and forwards thing a little bit. It might feel quite different for you, but the thing is just to notice. And just be aware if you're holding any tension in the shoulders or the jaw or the face as you concentrate a little on your tailbone. And then we're going to take our awareness up into the sacrum. So behind the pelvis, neck of the pelvis. Got these big joints either side, sacroiliac joints. Okay, watch for tension in the shoulders. And again, notice how the shape changes when you shift your awareness. Oh, puppy, you're going to bite my foot if you do that. You just move over there. There we go. That's a good girl. I like the idea of just loosening off the sacroiliac joints a little bit, creating a bit of space. Okay, let's slide awareness up into the lumbar spine, from the top of the pelvis, bottom of the rib cage, and the small of the back. 5 chunky vertebrae, biggest vertebra in the spinal column. And let's hold the intention that we're just bringing sort of health and suppleness to the spine as we bring our awareness into it and as we shake each part of it. It's quite nice to include the front of the vertebral bodies. So often when we think about the spine, all the awareness goes right into the back of the body, but these, very three-dimensional bones, and they have a front, back, and sides. We're bringing the front and the sides and the back into our awareness as we shake. Okay, so sliding awareness up into the length of the thoracic spine, so right up into where the neck meets the torso, down to top of the lumbar spine, basically the whole of the rib cage area. Ribs articulate with each of the 12 thoracic vertebrae. And again, just noticing how the shake changes as you focus in on the thoracic spine. Again, remembering that each of these vertebrae are three-dimensional, so they have front and back and sides. There's a massive relationship, the whole of the rib cage. Let's start to feel it as you're shaking from there. Nice and spacious with your awareness. Keep going for another half a minute in the thoracic spine. Let's slide awareness up into the cervical spine, so from base of the neck right up into the base of the skull, right up and under the base of the skull. The vertebra getting finer and finer as they move up. It's still three-dimensional. Nice and gently with the shaking through here. Noticing once again how the shaking has changed. Being aware of any unnecessary tension as you focus in. Then let's drop our awareness into the upper dantian, which in the deep center of the brain. Fluid filled space. And let's come down to the heart center. Being aware of the front and the back of this area. I'm going to come down to the earth center, solar plexus. And then coming down to lower dantian and the pelvis. And then very gently bringing that to a stop. Let's go straight into our spine warm up. So nice and gently. Movement from the pelvis, letting the arms be long and heavy and free. Just start to very slowly, very gently deepen the twist of the spine. And let's imagine that the twist is starting in the tailbone. So it's twists down there and then everything follows. Keeping it nice and gently and slow. And we're going to imagine that the twist is starting from the sacrum. And from the lumbar spine. Starts to get interesting as there is this space below and above. And then into the thoracic spine. And we twist, starting in the cervical spine, or does that just all feel a bit strained? Let's put our awareness in the whole spine, from the tailbone right up to the atlas, base of the skull. Do a few more twists. And bring it to a stop. Let's come into standing. Spreading the feet, softening the ankles, softening and bending the knees, tucking the tailbone under a little bit, neutral pelvis, long spine, reaching up through the crown of the head. Relaxing the hands, the wrists, the elbows, armpits, shoulders, chest, tucking the chin. Shooting down some roots into earth, really feeling that sense of being grounded. Reaching up through the crown. Opening up the feet. There is a flow from earth. Opening up the crown to receive flow from the heavens. Becoming the conduit for the flow of life force. Tuning into a sense of expansion in your awareness. Tuning into the wider field. Let's anchor our physical awareness in the spine, from the tailbone right up to top of the spine, the whole length of the spine. We're listening to ourselves, to the environment, to the field, from this place, from the spine. It's our anchor in the body, in the physical world. Just noticing how it feels to be anchored in that place. Keeping awareness in the spine, you place one hand on the belly, one hand on the sacrum, and start to take the pelvis in a circle. It to be a big circle. Movement is coming from under our hands. This is where the movement is being instigated from. We're going to swap hands, we're going to swap direction. Keeping our awareness anchored in this area below our hands. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to swap the hands over, sliding the hands up to solar plexus area, front and back. And let's see if we can make the circle from that place. So it does change how we move. Just let it be easy. It's not a place that we move from very often, so it might take a little while just to make sense of it. Swap the hands and swap directions. And pausing there, let's swap the hands, bring them up into the heart area, front and back. Let's see if we can move from there. And it might feel a bit awkward. We haven't done that for a while. No forcing, no straining, just allowing and encouraging, getting the spine and all of the tissues in that area moving. Swap the hands and swap direction. Let's do one more. There you go. Just going to stand for half a minute. Again, coming back to awareness in the length of the spine, anchoring our awareness there. As we expand our awareness into the field, let's have that balanced awareness again of the internal and the external, being anchored in the length of the spine. Okay, let's take the hands into the C shape. We're going to touch into the base of the tailbone. We're going to open up, come around to the front, moving up a segment each time. Hands open, coming around to the front, opening, moving up the spine. Holding the intention of creating spaciousness, ease, clearing any stagnation in the chi. Let's use the breath to help us. So as we open up, let's breathe in, nice full breath in, and breathing out as we move around to the front. Let the body rise and fall with the breath. Lengthening the breath, slowing the fall. When you get to the top of the spine, so work your way back down. And if there is somewhere along the length of the spine that's feeling like it could do with a little bit more attention, we're just going to pause in that place, wherever that place is for you, and just give it a few extra openings. That could be multiple places along the spine. And we're not forcing anything, it's just this invitation to open, to release. Keep going. About a half a minute. If you feel like you've completed, just come into standing, or yeah, just go back to the place that feels like it needs a little bit more attention. Just a couple of forms. And bringing that to a stop, coming back to standing. Once again, bringing awareness into the entire length of the spine. Use your breath to help you. Taking the hands in front of the pelvis and making these figure eight circling movements. We're going to move up the spine, focusing on the back of the spine. When you're ready to come back down, bring your awareness into front of the spine. Again, the sense of opening, clearing, releasing. Do that one more time. As we go up, focusing on the back of the spine. And as we move down, focusing on the front. relax for a moment. Your feet a little bit of a break. Let's do that. Let's take the hands out to the sides and then up and over the top of the head, and focusing in on the back of the spine, front of the spine. Breathing in as the hands come up. Breathing out as they come down the front. Let the body sink. Let's keep tracking the hands as they move through the body. So our awareness is flowing through the body, following the path of the hands. Next time your hands come down to the pelvis, pausing there for a moment, turning palms up, letting the hands rise up again, tracking your hands, following them through the spine. Gently, slowly, least effort. Let's do that one more time. And hands and the arms relax. Come into our standing posture one last time. Sinking into earth, reaching up into heaven. Open body, open mind. Anchored awareness in the spine. Balancing our internal and external awareness, including the space behind and front, sides, above and below. Three-dimensional existence. Stand for another minute, softening where there's resistance, opening, surrendering, breathing. Let's take a deep breath in and out. As we end the practice, coming back into some movement.